Hi, I'm Lori.
I'm Cynthia.
And this is Wednesday Night Hop 2019, June, week 1 of technical, our class on consistency.
Yay.
So we started talking about pulsing.
Yeah, so we did pulsing, making sure that your pulse is pulsing down, and we practice this at various different speeds. So if it's a faster song, you're just still pulsing. You can try different feet, switch around, but really making sure you have that consistent pulse regardless of what the speed of the music is.
And you want to make sure you still have good Lindy Hop posture. So keep your athletic pose, nice, gentle knees. You want to be able to like bend your knees if necessary, yeah? And start with going for like maybe 8 pulses on each side, and then going down to 4, and then 2, and then 1. You should still be able to keep that pulse no matter how many pulses you do on which side.
Yeah.
Huh? And then we did partnering pulsing, which is basically the same idea, but with a partner. We really emphasized staying really close using our forearm and this
connection on both both of our arms.
Yeah, so like I should feel my arm slightly sandwiched between Cynthia's ribs and her triceps, and we want to stay like really close. This is going to keep our cores really close together so that when we start pulsing, we can feel it earlier. The farther apart you are, the harder it's going to be to like really communicate that pulse. Then we used this and did steps and triple steps. We did 2 pulses on each step. Sorry, pulse, 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 pulse. We talked about how just before we switch weight, we kind of pushed a little bit extra to make that change very obvious for our follow. And then we added a triple step. And we also talked about how triple steps have you ending with your weight on the forward foot. And so you need to make a decision about if you're going to pulse here or if you're going to immediately push back and pulse on your back foot. Yeah, so that's a lead. It's led. It's not necessarily like assumed, right?
Yep.
And then we did gliding, mixing 6 counts and 8 counts on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you want to make sure that we're using the pulse, that push, that intentionality, to make our 6 and 8 counts really obvious to our partner.
Yep, and we're both very relaxed. Even if the tempo goes up, we're still really relaxed, and through that, when you feel that way, you can feel there's a change when there's a lead.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we played with. We also did a little activity which you could do at home with various tempos, which is you can mix up your 6 and 8 counts. So 4 6s and 1 8 will make an entire 32-bar phrase. So you can use that to mix them up every which way. So you can have 4 6s, 1 8, 3 6s, 1 8, 1 6. 2 6s, 1 8, 1 2 6. You get the idea, right? Move that 8 around. Okay. And then you can dance it socially to try and like make sure that you keep your pulse going the entire way. When we do moves, we tend to default to how we did them before, which may have been very skatey or like not pulsy. We want to make each and every step very intentional. Okay, great. See you next week for more on consistency. Bye.